Hi, I'm Tannel. Welcome to my channel, the place where I talk pop culture and reality TV. The opinions in this video are strictly mine and they are just that, opinions. Don't dwell on situations, don't hate on people. Today, we're talking young, famous, and African. So let's dive in. Young, famous, and African. Bring in the drama. The episode kicks off with Bunang inviting Annie on a boat, giving them a chance to bond away from the group. Annie believes that too many people are sticking their noses into her business with Swanky. She opens up about the tension between them, but Bonang suspects there's more to the story that meets the eye. If this were last season and Bonang pulled off a surprise guest like Zari, Annie would have been out of there in no time. It's a good thing Annie's on guard. Nadia meets with Swanky, Kaylee, and Kanye to try out a new restaurant, and obviously to gossip. They discuss the ongoing war between Annie and Swanky. Annie feels Swanky's outreach was fake and forced. Nadia thinks Annie is only friends with her or part of the group because of Swanky. And shockingly, Kanye chimes in, saying, "But I kind of feel the same way. I feel like I'm going through a breakup with Annie." Looks like their close friendship took a sharp turn. Kanye feels like she's fighting for Annie, but their friendship is going nowhere. Kanye says, and I quote, "I feel like Annie's friends with Annie, and we're just the audience," end quote. While discussing Annie, Kaylee agrees but stands up to Kanye, mentioning she shouldn't have called out Annie and said "fuck you" in front of everyone. Kanye retorts that as her friend, she has the right to say "fuck you," and Annie shouldn't take it personally. In my opinion, it can go either way. It really depends on the dynamic of the friendship, where that kind of banter is normal, or they've outgrown talking down to their friends, even if it's meant as a joke. Annie and innocent Tubaba have an intimate dinner, inviting some friends of the group. Innocent starts blabbering about love and sleeping around, creating an awkward energy at the table. But Nadia questions his ramblings, and Tubaba basically justifies his actions to everyone without directly addressing Annie. It's embarrassing for everyone to witness this man disrespect his wife in front of their friends. Annie is cringing on the inside, causing Annie's awkward departure from the table. But Andile had to step in to clarify that Tubaba wasn't talking about himself, but about men in general. Excuse me, Andile? The way Innocent was talking about, it was all about himself, directly. He was referring to himself and his relationship with Annie. Because let's face it, this is something he does all the time. Why does Andile have to come and explain for you? Why can't you speak for yourself? To me, at that dinner, Andile was way too far up Tubaba's backside. Tubaba is literally talking about polygamy in front of his wife, who he has cheated on multiple times. Why exactly is this Nadia's fault? Tubaba brought up the conversation. Nadia had nothing to do with it. Come on, Andile. I thought you were the level-headed one. It seems Swanky is taking charge this season, the master of gatherings. He invited Zari, Luis, Bonang, and Fantana. But come on, Swanky. Do you really think the baby mama and the potential future girlfriend would get along? Especially women like Zari and Fantana? Zari loves drama, and it seems like Fantana isn't one to take any nonsense either. So here comes Luis, trying to explain his story about Bonang's accommodations. He tells her it wasn't her fault. Swanky, always creating a side plot to the story, a side story, never the true story of what Louis actually said. And he did say in the beginning that it was his fault according to his story. But Swanky went and said to Bonang that it seemed like it was her fault. Zari, the drama messenger, spilled the beans to Swanky about Annie playing his voice note for them. Swanky plays the alleged story about what really happened between Annie and himself. Swanky feels he's the known one, whilst Annie cannot pull a crowd. In Swanky's eyes, Annie is unheard of. Louis doesn't know which way to turn, which single lady he wants. But wait, I thought you wanted a surrogate. Never mind. He has a private sit down with Fantana to see if they can move past friendship and see how things go. Fantana feels like Louis is way too much of a good boy for her. She prefers the rough guys. Swanky lets Zari know that Diamond and Fantana have a little thing going on, bringing in more awkwardness to the table. More on Louis' side. Zari acts like she doesn't care, but Fantana feels like Zari still has feelings for Diamond. But hey, it seems like Diamond doesn't want anyone getting close to her either. And based on what Zari says, it seems like whenever they're in a room together, they cannot stay away from each other. So many shots fired at this dinner table. Bonang takes aim at Louise, while Zari and Fantana take shots at each other. Bonang is already pissed off. She already doesn't like Louise. And now she's even more frustrated because he doesn't want Fantana to date Diamond because of a sex scandal. Like, where does that come from? But hey, Bonang is just plain pissed off with Louis at this point. What started out as a dinner turned into an all-out battlefield. Stay tuned as I delve deeper into the scandalous world of Young, Famous, and African. Bye, I'm Tannel. Thanks for checking my channel. Do subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.